The end of Mahoraga vs Darra is here, with Yuji and Maru ending cursed spirits all across the world. The finale of JJK Modulo is here this chapter, with them finally carrying out their plans. Let's get right into this crazy chapter and this insane twist at the end of the chapter. Be sure to leave a like on the video, helps out so much, thank you very much. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for a ton of consistent and JJK Modulo content like this. I promise you won't regret subscribing. Let's just start without stopping. Page 1. Maru and Itadori Yuji are aiming for world peace, but that's what the editor's saying. Then we have Yuji saying, even if cursed spirits energy is removed, or I guess I should say cursed energy and by extension cursed spirits, from Japanese people, cursed spirits themselves will still be born. Maru says, huh? What about everything we've talked about so far? This chapter is going to be very text heavy, so be ready, but I got all the text for you. It's not so much that the contents of the notebooks are in my head, as it is that I feel like I can refer to them. Anyway, the bottom line is that it's almost impossible to completely eliminate cursed energy from human beings. First, shall we talk about people from overseas who are said to have no cursed energy? As I said before, cursed energy on Earth is unique to Japanese people and those of Japanese roots, with the exception of very few outliers. People overseas also emit cursed energy, although it is quite weak compared to Japanese people. That's why cursed spirits are also born overseas. They are very few in number, but occasionally a strong one pops up. They're weak yet strong. That actually would explain how Kenjaku had that access to that mythical cursed spirit that we even saw from Hinduism. And going on to page 2, because cursed energy is weak, it doesn't dispel and can take shape. The leakage of cursed energy is limited. Weak cursed spirits, like the ones in Japan, don't grow enough to take shape overseas. It's basically saying they're way too weak, so there's few exceptions, but that doesn't speak for all of them, of course. And it's been about 70 years since the existence of cursed spirits was made public. The cursed energy of people overseas has also begun to flow into Tokyo. In other words, if you eliminate cursed energy from Japanese people, cursed spirits originating from overseas will continue to be born, both abroad and in Tokyo, just as before. So basically it's saying it's going to be a problem in any case. You're going to need to affect everyone on Earth. However, there is a problem with this. But if this places the path for every soul on Earth, then the souls of living overseas people should be no exception. So everyone who dies, their souls go through this place where Mahito was. Then it comes down to completely eliminating cursed energy from all of humanity, including people from overseas, but that's impossible, right? Maru says, continue. I ask of my innate technique. Then Yuji says, in the first place, what I've been saying eliminate cursed energy, I meant as much as possible. Isn't Maru's eliminate the same way? Even if you shape the soul to eliminate cursed energy, in the end, from Japanese and Sumerians, won't a very faint amount of cursed energy still be released like people overseas? And that's what I was saying last chapter, so this is why I was saying it's a problem. But to continue, then by the same mechanism as those originating overseas, cursed spirits will be born from Japanese people too. Though the numbers will decrease significantly, that is likely so. This time, my technique is being used for harmony between Sumerians and Japanese. Because it cannot do anything that would harm someone's physical body, I figured as much. Without the metabolism of cursed energy, there is a high possibility it would be harmful to physical body. So the thing is, cursed spirits are still going to be born. It's just going to be so incredibly minimal, like it's going to be barely a few that you can even count on your hand, and they're going to be extremely weak. But people, like I said, will still have cursed energy and leak it, but it just won't be anything crazy like before. Page 4. Except people for like Maki who have a heavenly restriction, and an awesome page where we see Toji and Maki as well. That's great. But when they've sacrificed something from birth to physically enhance themselves, cursed energy cannot be completely eliminated in a normal person. It is simply part of human karma. In the future without sorcerers, isn't that a risk? With the potential of a high level cursed spirit being born. And then Yuji, he's saying, leave it to me. Given all the time I've been granted, I can be a countermeasure. It's a huge risk, like a massive one. They're basically saying, you know, if any cursed spirits are born, especially a strong one, there will not be any sorcerers but Yuji. If something happens to Yuji, if Yuji dies, or if he's defeated, or just anything, who knows what could happen, then, I mean, it's kind of game over, isn't it? This is a very, very big risk. There's only one person to handle it for the rest of humanity. It will be much better than the current power balance between cursed spirits and sorcerers. The number of cursed spirits born in every year will be countable on one hand, and the destruction of Tokyo will progress. Even so, we and the people of Earth will once again find ourselves at odds over cursed spirits. Cursed spirits just need to be in harmony as well. Let's remove the curse that makes Rumilian confuse cursed spirits with Kali. Page 5. Only those necessary for harmony are called here, right? What's the difference between cursed spirit and Kali? Isn't it the one who will tell us cursed spirits are evil things? Since they're born from cursed energy, nothing can be done about it. And that means they're evil. And this is awesome. Yuji says there was once an immortal sorcerer, a person named Tengen. That person was over 500 years old. In actual age, they were well over 1,000, but he means physically they were over 500, is what he means. And they had become something close to a cursed spirit, but they were by no means bad. Like, by no means. Tengen was a good person. And we get a page of Toso as well. My older brother is a half-breed of a cursed spirit and a human. There are many things, but we're able to understand each other. The reason why Kalyans attack humans other than Lemillion clans is something that comes from cursed spirits. And it's the color of their souls. So this is something only Yuji can do, but it's very interesting. He can actually not only see the soul, but the different shades and colors of it. Something we've never seen anybody do in JJK, just showing us Yuji's become a soul god. But I'll just sum it up because there's so much text, and I will go over it with far better translations from TCB in the official review. Not to say these are bad translations, by the way, especially for leaks, and considering how fast they do it, these are actually incredible. incredibly good translations. But the main point is they are actually going to change the souls and the color of them and almost like repaint them, because they can't truly repaint each individual person's souls. That's not something they can do. So what they're going to do is they're going to use the soul room, like the passage of souls, and use that room to basically edit the souls of people that go through everything. And that is basically what they're going to do to kind of resolve all of this issue. And I'll read some specific text for you here that I just summed up. And it also explains why the Kalyans only attack didn't only attack, the Lumilians. It's because of the color of their soul, and the Kalyans actually look at that. In page 8, Yuji says, it is impossible to repaint the color of the soul, but there's a way to do it. And basically, it's not directly for the souls that will be born now. This is where all the souls of Earth pass through, by remodeling it into a soul branching and molding device. This is insane what they're trying to do. And basically, every soul that passes through will be remolded. The colors of souls will be scattered, the shapes will be adjusted, the cursed energy will be erased as much as possible. And with that method, the Kalyan on board will actually very likely die. Now, in an insane page 9, it says 10, but it's actually 9, Darra is finished. The fight with Mahoraga is over, and he actually gets the black rope as well. And to basically sum it all up, Maru interfered with the duel. We don't know exactly what this means. Maybe it was him telling Darra about domain expansion to end it, or something more, something less, but Maru says sorry about that, and Darra says it's actually fine, I become a warrior, and that his duty is over and something has changed. So Maru does notice this. Again, I'm breezing through this because in my review, which is going to be over 30 minutes long coming out today, that is where I'm going to go in extreme depth. It might even be 40 minutes considering the contents of this chat. But just to continue, we actually find out first of all the name of Darra's sister, and that it's her little sister Supijo, however you say her name. But yes, they are going to go back to Diskunte, they're going to go back to Sumuru and the Diskunte clan, because the curse is officially broken now that they have the black rope, and it's over for the clan chief. He's getting instantly killed by Darra, and I imagine most of the clan is getting wiped out by him. Like, this is going to be Maki 2.0. And he says, I'm sure we'll meet again to Darra too. You know, I'm honestly very disappointed that Darra versus Mahoraga got off screen. I mean, to me, that is utterly insane. I'm very sad by that. Like, very, very saddened, especially considering a portion of this fight was already being off screen, and then just to see that happen, seriously? But in any case, I mean, it's very upsetting. A lot of these things are upsetting. I'll talk about it in my review. But he says to Darra, we'll meet again. And just to let you know, because Maru and everyone who's still alive currently will have cursed energy, it's only those who will be born. Maru can still use the spaceship even if he's not in it. He's basically going to send Darra to the mothership and maybe back. Maybe he'll come back as well. Maru says, thank you, Itadori Yuji. And they both say they have one big job left. But Maru actually, says, and that's something I should do myself. Yuji says, I see, well, and they both say, I'll leave the rest to you. And in page 14, cursed spirits of Earth, it is a great sin. That's right. For me, my resolve was not enough. Page 15, bearing the burden of sin, the resolve, I'm sorry, at least rests in peace. And in a page I'm afraid to even talk about, they grab Maru's hand and we see Cross, Tsurugi, Yuka all grabbing Maru's hand saying, let's do this, all of us, everyone is here. I don't like this in any case, whether they're really here or whether it's the souls and all three of them have died, because Maru was briefly in the afterlife, he may still be there. In any case, I do not like this. I do not like this rushed ending. I do not like this forced ending. I do not like this Mary Sue ending of harmony, nor this power of friendship type ending, nor Darra and Mahoraga being off screen the entire climax and finale. I have a lot of issues with this. He says thank you in page 17, and in page 18 we are the Modulo, and he says all your souls with a prayer. And in the final page, the ritual of harmony I shall conduct to completion. I'm not a fan of this, truly I'm not, but I'm gonna save all that for the review. I just butchered that completely. I'm gonna save it for the review, honest to God. So please do subscribe so you do not miss out on that huge review. It's gonna be like 40 minutes long, coming out today, like within 24 hours. Do leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. It does help the video out so much. Thank you very much. And of course, subscribe for JJK Modulo content. But I mean, this truly is what it is. Thanks for watching and take care, guys.